Hey everyone, Cal here with another Tiny Tina's Wonderlands video, and we're going to be looking at a leveling build for the Graveborn in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So jumping straight into it, as of course, we have the Demi-Lich Companion, that is the nice class feat with the Graveborn, and let me tell you, it's probably got some of the funniest lines that you'll hear from a companion in the game. It's just overall one of those funny characters they've added. I love it. The Demi-Lich is just great. Obviously it does damage to enemies. And yeah, it's got a pretty low respawn cooldown, 30 seconds if it dies. So, you know, it's not too bad. But the cool thing about it is whenever you cast a spell, the Demi-Lich will also cast an ability, creating a homing projectile of the spell's elemental type, which deals damage to enemies nearby. That's actually very nice. It's a lot of extra damage. It's pretty cool. Then, of course, we have to pick our ability. We have Dire Sacrifice, which is the very first one you unlock while playing through the game. This is where you sacrifice a portion of your health to deal dark magic ability damage, and also apply dark magic status effects to all nearby enemies. And then we have Reaper of Bones, which you'll unlock at level 7. Now this one is probably the one I'm going to pick. This is where the Fate Maker is fully healed, and when you are, you gain increased leech efficiency, and deal bonus dark magic damage, where if you're using a dark magic gun already, that's, you know, a huge plus. Then of course your health is also going to take damage per second. But when you die, instead of dying, you become invulnerable for a short duration, and you also get a portion of your health back. But obviously when you're no longer invulnerable, Reaper of Bones ends, so it's only up while you're taking damage. You get 20% bonus dark magic damage, and that's awesome. Leech efficiency is 25%, and you get 3 seconds of invulnerability with 20% of your maximum health back. The cooldown is 50 seconds, but that's probably going to be the go-to ability. Then when it comes to skill points, we're going to drop 5 into Essence Drain. Now what this does is reduce the cooldown of your spell. If we put 5 points into that, your spell cooldown rate is now 25% lower and is on a duration of 12 seconds. Then we're going to head over to the next perk, which is Sanguine Sacrament. Now that's on the second row, but whenever the Fate Maker casts a spell, they regenerate health over a brief duration. So of course every time you use a spell, you're healing. That's bloody awesome. That's 15% per second, and it lasts for 2 seconds. Then we're going to go back up a tier, and we're going to dump 5 points into Mortal Vessel. This is where your maximum health is increased, and your dark magic efficiency is also increased. This is a 15% boost to your health, and a 15% dark magic efficiency. Then we're going to go below Sanguine Sacrament to Dread Covenant. Now this one's pretty cool, because a portion of the damage taken by the Fate Maker is actually redirected to your Demi-Lich. So when you reach 1 HP, they immediately restore health, but you're sacrificing the Demi-Lich for this. Obviously, it's still very good because damage redirect is 35% all damage, and your maximum health restored is 75%. The cooldown is 2 minutes, so that's fantastic, especially with the low cooldown rate on your Demi-Lich for his respawn anyway. But then up next is the perk next to that, which is Stain of the Soul. We're going to put 5 points into that, and then we get 20% bonus dark magic damage. And then again, we're going to drop down another tier to Ascension. This here we want to put 3 points into, and this is great because kill skill, that means it happens on kill, and your maximum health and spell damage is increased for a long duration. And this effect also stacks. So it's 6% per stack for health, and 6% per stack for spell damage, and it lasts 30 seconds with a total of 10 stacks, which is a good 60% maximum health and 60% spell damage when fully stacked. Then we're going to go to the right of that, and we're going to head over to Punishment. So when the Demi-Lich casts Hellish Blast, there is a chance it will be cast again after a brief delay. Now that's awesome. It's a 20% chance, but it's double the damage essentially every 1 out of 5 casts. So that's really good from the Demi-Lich. Then we're going to go down again to Blast Gap, and we're going to dump 5 points into this. So whenever the Fate Maker deals spell damage, there's a chance that will create an elemental explosion, dealing ability damage of the spell's elemental type to nearby enemies. Obviously, it cannot critical hit because of this, but it's pretty damn cool regardless. It's a 20% chance, and it's 50% of spell damage dealt. Like, that's just absolutely nuts. And then we have another cool perk here, which is the Capstone of the Graveborn. This is Morhaime's Blessing. When you cast a spell, it automatically activates all of the Fate Maker's kill skills. So you're getting a bunch of buffs while everything is going on with your Demi-Lich, and you're healing and dealing damage with your action skills. Now once you've filled out this build while leveling, you still have 15 skill points for your secondary class. Obviously multiclassing is a big part of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, so I'm going to let you guys multiclass into whatever you like. But for the Graveborn, this build should absolutely work perfectly fine while leveling through, and I think you'll have a fun time playing the Graveborn with this build. So hopefully you now have an understanding on how to build the Graveborn, and as usual, our goal here is to give you the best guides that are quick and let you jump straight back into the game. So if you like that, then hit the like button and subscribe for more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. My name is Cal, and here's a big thank you from everyone at Realm Space Gaming for watching our videos, and don't forget to enjoy the rest of your day.